We begin with the latest developments in the Russian invasion of Ukraine. This morning, the prime ministers of 3 European countries, Poland, Slovenia, and the Czech Republic, took the extraordinary step of meeting with Ukrainian leaders in Kiev as a sign of Europe's, quote, unequivocal support. Which, guys, you got to admit, that's really admirable. I mean, these people are having an in-person meeting in an active war zone. Meanwhile, some of us are too scared to go back to the office. Yeah. I mean, we say it's about COVID, but it's really about Dave at the water cooler. And with the outside world stepping up its pressure on Russia, Russia is now fighting back. Yeah, in a classic move of, I know you are, but what am I? Russia has just announced that it is slapping sanctions on high-profile American targets, including President Biden, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, Hillary Clinton, and Hunter Biden. Yes, Russia says that they will no longer be able to travel to Russia, and any assets that they have in Russia have been frozen. Which, I mean, sounds ridiculous, right? I doubt any of those people have any assets in Russia, especially Joe Biden, right? He just keeps all of his money hidden behind his nephew's ear. What? Now, of course, Russia is carrying out a way more serious crackdown on its own citizens, with laws in place against protesting the war in any way. And some Russians have been trying to find a loophole, right? Turning out in public to not protest anything. That's what they've been doing, which is actually a pretty clever idea. But it turns out the Russian government is not laughing.
Meanwhile, in Russia, protesters continue to be arrested. According to this video by activists, this woman holds up a sign that simply reads 2 words before police take her away.
Over 14,000 people have been arrested for protesting the war in Ukraine. Russian police have even detained people for carrying blank signs.
Damn, that is next-level censorship right there. Imagine that. Even people holding up blank signs, nothing on it, are getting arrested in Russia. I mean, think about it. If you see a blank sign and you automatically assume people are criticizing you, that's your insecurity showing. Yeah, they clearly think they have something to be ashamed of. Because let me tell you something. If I saw a blank sign, someone just standing outside the Daily Show holding a blank sign, yeah, I'll just be like, why, yes, I have lost weight. Thank you. You don't see it? I see it. So, according to reports, the Russian government has now arrested over 14,000 protesters, which may not seem like a huge number, but remember this, for Russia, where getting arrested at a protest might mean your life is over, 14,000 is a lot. I mean, to put that in terms Putin would appreciate, 14,000 is like 2 tables worth of people. Moving on to economic news. As you know, the entire world is facing massive supply chain issues. And with companies unable to solve this problem, some are finding a way to work around it.
Ford Motor Company is taking some drastic steps as they deal with the computer chip shortage. They'll now ship some Explorers without computer chips for the rear air conditioning and heat controls. The missing semiconductors will be sent to dealers to install within a year. It's a way for Ford to get Explorers to customers faster during the shortage. The AC and heat can still be controlled from the front seats. Ford says customers buying an Explorer without the chips will get a price reduction.
Bravo, Ford. This is smart, huh? Instead of delaying sales because of chip shortages, Ford is just going to give you the car unfinished, and then you can install the chip later on. I mean, essentially, Ford is using the same tricks that we use in relationships. Yeah, you tell someone when you meet them, look, I'm not a perfect person right now, but if you give me a year or 2, I'm going to get my shit together. Now, you won't get your shit together, but you made the sale.